Can one ISF cover multiple shipments? Can a single ISF cover multiple shipments? This is an important topic to understand, so let's dive right in and explore the details. Importer Security Filing, or ISF, is a mandatory requirement enforced by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, for ocean shipments entering the United States. The purpose of ISF is to enhance border security and facilitate the flow of legitimate trade. Now, let's discuss whether a single ISF can cover multiple shipments. The general rule is that each ISF is typically associated with a single shipment. However, there are certain situations where a single ISF can cover multiple shipments. Let's explore these scenarios. Consolidated shipments. When multiple shipments are consolidated into a single shipping container, a single ISF can be filed to cover all the goods within that container. This is commonly known as a consolidated ISF filing. Split shipments. In some cases, a single ISF can cover multiple shipments that are split across different shipping containers but arrive at the same U.S. port or port range within a relatively short time frame. This is referred to as a split shipment ISF filing. It's important to note that when filing a single ISF to cover multiple shipments, specific requirements must be met. Grouping shipments. When consolidating or splitting shipments, they should be grouped together properly to ensure that the ISF filing accurately reflects the contents of each shipment and adheres to the specific guidelines provided by CBP. Unique reference numbers. Each individual shipment within a consolidated or split arrangement should have a unique reference number to maintain proper identification and traceability throughout the importation process. Additionally, there are some considerations when filing a single ISF covering multiple shipments. Timely filing. The single ISF covering multiple shipments must be timely filed, ensuring that it meets the ISF submission deadline before the vessel arrives at the first U.S. port. Accuracy and completeness. The single ISF filing must include accurate and complete information for each individual shipment. Any errors or missing data can lead to penalties or delays. It's important to work closely with your customs broker or agent who can guide you through the process of filing a single ISF covering multiple shipments. They have the expertise and knowledge to ensure compliance with all requirements and regulations. Communication with carriers and partners. Effective communication with the shipping carrier and all parties involved in the consolidation or splitting of shipments is essential to ensure smooth coordination and proper documentation. Documentation requirements. The ISF filing for multiple shipments should include all necessary documentation, such as commercial invoices, packing lists, and other relevant paperwork, for each individual shipment within the consolidated or split arrangement. In conclusion, while generally, each ISF is associated with a single shipment, there are circumstances where a single ISF can cover multiple shipments. This is especially true for consolidated shipments or split shipments arriving at the same U.S. port or port range within a relatively short time frame. However, proper grouping, unique reference numbers, and adherence to the submission deadline are crucial when filing a single ISF to cover multiple shipments. Compliance with customs regulations. It's important to ensure that all shipments covered by the single ISF meet all applicable customs regulations, including documentation requirements, labeling, and any specific restrictions or requirements for the goods being imported. Risk management. When consolidating or splitting shipments, proper risk management strategies should be in place to minimize the potential impact of any unforeseen issues on the entire shipment. While filing a single ISF to cover multiple shipments can offer efficiency and convenience, it's important to have a clear understanding of the specific requirements and guidelines for doing so. Consulting with a customs expert is highly recommended to ensure compliance with all regulations and proper documentation. Experienced customs broker or agent. Engaging an experienced customs broker or agent can greatly simplify the process of filing a single ISF to cover multiple shipments. They can provide guidance on grouping the shipments, accurate documentation, and timely filing. Legal responsibilities. It's crucial to remember that the importer of record remains legally responsible for the accuracy and completeness of the information provided in the ISF filing, regardless of whether it covers single or multiple shipments. In conclusion, while a single ISF is typically associated with a single shipment, there are situations where a single ISF can cover multiple shipments. These include consolidated shipments and split shipments arriving at the same U.S. port or port range within a relatively short time frame. However, it's essential to adhere to specific guidelines, ensure accurate documentation, and work closely with customs experts and shipping partners to ensure compliance and a smooth importation process. Effective communication. Clear and effective communication with all relevant parties involved in the transportation and clearance of the multiple shipments is vital to ensure proper coordination and timely processing. Advanced planning. To successfully file a single ISF covering multiple shipments, advanced planning is key. It allows for proper grouping of shipments, verification of unique reference numbers, and accurate assessment of timing to meet the submission deadline. Ultimately, the goal of filing a single ISF covering multiple shipments is to ensure compliance with customs requirements, streamline the importation process, and enhance the efficiency of international trade. With careful attention to detail and collaboration with customs experts, importers can navigate the complexities of filing a single ISF for multiple shipments with ease. Customs penalties. Failing to appropriately file a single ISF covering multiple shipments can result in penalties, delays, and potential disruptions to the importation process. It's essential to adhere to the guidelines and requirements set forth by CBP to avoid any complications. Documentation accuracy. Accurate and complete documentation for each individual shipment within the consolidated or split arrangement is necessary to support the filing of a single ISF covering multiple shipments. It allows for the smooth processing of customs clearance procedures. In summary, while each ISF is typically associated with a single shipment, it is possible to file a single ISF covering multiple shipments under certain circumstances. These include consolidated shipments and split shipments arriving at the same U.S. port or port range within a relatively short time frame. Collaboration with customs experts and shipping partners, adherence to guidelines, accurate documentation, and proper communication are key factors in ensuring a successful filing process. Uniformity and consistency. Maintaining uniformity and consistency in the information provided for each individual shipment within the consolidated or split arrangement is crucial. This helps customs authorities accurately assess and process the ISF for multiple shipments. Compliance with other regulations. It's important to note that while the ISF filing may cover multiple shipments, importers should ensure compliance with other relevant regulations, such as those related to product safety, labeling, or specific permits required for certain goods. Importers should consult with a qualified customs broker or agent who can provide expert advice and assistance in filing a single ISF covering multiple shipments. They can help navigate the intricacies of the process, ensure compliance with regulations, and contribute to the smooth flow of goods across borders. Efficient clearance process. By properly grouping and documenting multiple shipments under a single ISF, importers can help facilitate a more efficient customs clearance process. This can contribute to faster release of the goods and reduced risk of disruptions or delays. Ongoing monitoring. Even after the filing of a single ISF covering multiple shipments, importers should continuously monitor the progress of each individual shipment. This allows for prompt action in case any issues or changes arise that may require further communication with customs authorities or adjustments to the ISF filing. Thank you for joining us today to learn about the possibility of filing a single ISF to cover multiple shipments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who may find it beneficial. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, so you never miss any of our informative videos. We'll see you in the next one.